Hello, welcome to the Nerdic Gods podcast, number 26. We're at 26 this time. 26, I'm your host, Daniel. With me I have the brash Brit. I remember that.
I'm so glad that you kept it. That's my favourite nickname.
I did.
Hello,
everybody.
everybody.
The brash Brit.
I'm here.
And also, Mr. Cool Comment Collective, Connor.
He's not wrong, is he? I am brash, and you are cool.
I tried. I really tried. I promise you, I really tried.
I didn't realize we were keeping the same nicknames every week.
With
I've
me.
been doing
With
different
me.
ones. With you. Okay.
With me,
I
I've been.
I like that.
I think Daniel's nailed it. We're struggling still.
Because I
gotta get a nickname now,
about
right?
coming up with one.
You gotta come up. You both have to come up with one
Like
for
a
me.
permanent one.
Yeah.
I'm driving home thinking, oh no,
That's
it's my
difficult.
turn. What am I gonna do?
That's what I do, man.
So we're in episode 26. I wanted to give a big thank you to Sims. Nobody really sees a lot of the back work, and he does a lot of the back work, and we're halfway through a year with doing the show. So
How crazy
yay,
is that?
Sims!
Yeah, thank you.
Yay.
Appreciate it. Oh, thank you very much. Oh man, I didn't. I was to say. I want to thank my
We can do
mum.
a slow clap.
I want to thank my dad. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank people who listen, click on it accidentally, watch 15 seconds of the video. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yay!
I'm shy.
Alright,
I'm
Sims.
shy.
What have you been playing, Sims?
I've finished, platinumed, and I have uninstalled, deleted Ghost of Tsushima. I am done with it.
How did that feel?
Good. I didn't feel any I need to finish it. It was just kind of I enjoyed it. I tried to finish the game. I think Connor's trying to do it right now. I tried to finish the game with the last mission available, but either a glitch or I've read somewhere that sometimes the question marks or some side quests don't show up on the map, so you have to go manually find it. And thank God for game trophy guides that there was. He said there's two true missions that just don't show up. So I went through all my side missions. There's 61 side missions. I've done 60. So I was like, thank the Lord, baby Jesus, thank you. And
I have one not on my list as well.
So
if it's the same one.
It could be something a debt repaid or something daft like that.
Something like that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to look.
That was mine. There's two. There's one or two. I'll send you the guide. It was a Power Picks one. And I enjoyed the ending. The ending was what I expected. No shocks. I can't spoil it. Have you finished the last mission?
I did beat it, yeah. So I've
Okay.
beaten the game now too. Yeah. It's kind of there's different endings, so I'm trying to figure out which one you went with.
So let's ask Daniel
Spoil
first.
anything.
Daniel,
Sure.
what ending did you pick?
There's an honorable one.
To me, I think that there's only really one ending. What Jin would do. I don't want to say what it is.
Oh, we can't spoil it, can we?
Yeah, I don't want to
I
spoil
just
it
realized,
for
yeah.
anybody.
No, yeah. So
So you do have a choice at the end of the game to do two different things.
Yeah.
Me as the ghost, I completely embraced it, and I did what I think Jin would do.
I thought I did as well, but then upon looking into it, I did not do what Jig would do. So I don't know. There's one that they consider canon, apparently.
yeah.
see, I didn't know that.
I think we've all listened to the spoiler cast, haven't we?
No,
Yeah, but I don't remember them
No.
saying that. But I did.
I remember is it Matt Boom? Matt Boom, is it?
No, it was Nate Fox.
That's it.
So
Where did they get
Nate
Matt
Fox.
Boom from?
Ed
that's the
Boon.
boom guy.
Ed Boon is Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Anyway, yeah. So I think I did my thing. I enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I just cleared all. I made sure I made sure that the first island was done, the second island was done, did everything on the third island, found all the Mongolian outposts, found all the side quests, did the last mythical quest, tried to get all the collectibles. By the time I finished it, I needed to get 4 records, 1 side quest, maybe 1 or 2 shrines, another fox den, a haiku, which is the last one, the most powerful one, to be fair, the only one I remember.
The most powerful haiku.
And then I got the Easter egg trophy, and then I was done. And I was happy. I feel like I did it in the right amount of time. Finished it a day before Fall Guys. Tried to get on Fall Guys yesterday. Couldn't get on it, so I'm going to play that today. Got the Avengers beta. on Friday, and I might play some. I'm and ahhing about a Halo 1, maybe, or I might try and kick the missus off her PlayStation and then play Blood and Truth. But our PlayStation's doing this weird noise with the fan. Like, the fan just makes a noise.
Oh, no.
Not even a...
Hopefully it's not dying.
Like a tick, tick, tick. Like it's catching. I don't think it is. I mean, my new entertainment entertainment shelf or whatever, it's very small, very compact. So I think it was just getting too hot. So what I do now, I just grab the PlayStation, just turn it at an angle, let all the heat just,
You
go
stand it up,
outwards.
or you?
No, I lie it down, but I just turn it, and then I just turn the face. I turn the face the other way, and then let the air come out the back. It's just a poor design, especially with all these games that are coming out now. They're just, I wouldn't say struggling, but
No, they're just putting the PS4 through the ringer.
yeah. So I'm not gonna buy a new PlayStation. If it goes Pete Tong and it breaks, I'll be devastated because it's my PlayStation 1, not my Spiderman 1. I've got this one down here as backup. I've got to get to November. Hopefully, I get a PlayStation 5. I doubt it.
Yeah.
So, but that's everything really. Just go. So I platted it. I'm enjoyed it. I 8.5 definitely. Just a typical games game. Great, great at everything it does. Not the best at everything it does. And I stick by what I mean by the world is the main character. The world is the main event. Like, you traversing through that world, the characters they came second best to that world, and that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's I think that's what they wanted. Definitely. I really want to talk about the bit that made me cry. But listen to all the spoiler casts that I've listened to so far. That's the first thing they open with. So I'm just like, I'm glad I wasn't on my own with this. So
I'm not really sure what you're referring to, but
I think we talked about it last week. End of Act 2, right?
Just Kage.
Oh, gotcha. Not as effective as Red Dead 2. That's just
yeah, definitely. All my days.
Red Dead 2
What?
is way worse.
Thank you. Like, what the? Oh,
Yeah.
Just thank you.
The thing about Red Dead 2 is you get to name it whatever you want.
I called.
You spend like 100 hours with it.
I had
You get to pet it.
I had 2 horses on Red Dead. I called one Hope, my daughter, and then one Roxy. So they both died. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
So yeah, don't do that to the horse, man.
Yeah. Connor, what are you playing? Or what did you play?
So I've also beaten Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I love
Every
it
time
does
I
that.
love it. Then you got Pet the Fox, you can't walk away without petting the fox. One time the fox just like glitched and I couldn't find him after, and I was like, what the fuck, I don't get to pet him? That's what I do these for,
Is there an achievement for petting him? Petting them all or something?
No, I just like having fun,
Okay.
petting foxes. But yeah, there's really not too much more I have to say on the game. Like I liked it. I thought the ending was good. I don't think everything it does is great. I know you were just talking about that. No, I think the stealth is like just okay,
Yeah.
and I think the platforming is just downright bad. Like, it's just not good.
Yeah, there was many times I tried to make a jump.
Trying to get onto the tight ropes. I always struggle.
I could get on those very well. I just found it too like
sometimes I
not
had to, like,
cinematic
jump
at
onto it.
all, and like on like Uncharted, you'll like jump up to one and grab it, and then like part of it will break, and he'll do like the oh thing and whatever, just like fun shit like that. This one doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't have any of that. Also, it's just the platforming feels really bad because it's just like pointing with the analog stick, like pointing in the direction.
Yeah.
Pressing the button.
The worst one is the grappling hook control.
Yeah, terrible.
Awful.
I feel like that's so basic too. What don't you like about it?
Because you have to jump and do it in the air. It's so unintuitive.
Okay, you have to wait.
Because sometimes they'll do it where you need to do that as you're climbing on a wall. So you need to jump up, right trigger, and then hit the button again. And it just doesn't feel good to do that.
I died.
They do this
so
really
many
stupid
times.
one all the time where it'll be like a really tall tower thing and you got to jump on like the corner part. You know what I'm talking about? And they do it all the fucking time. And it's like so hard to catch this corner with it. It's really easy to jump down because then you just jump off the whole thing and then catch on to the last one. That's what I was doing. I don't know. They could have used some like wagons, like in Assassin's Creed. You might as well have just taken.
Yeah, I'd love to have just jumped into a big
little
pot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to jump
100%.
Yeah, give me some leaves or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Or even
Yeah,
like, dead bodies or like dead Japanese people you just jump it into.
Yeah, go quickly. I died so many times. Like the amount of times I know I have to jump on it and then just die. Like he just won't latch onto it, or he would just go the complete opposite way. It didn't make any sense. Like that was the worst part of the game.
Yeah,
I think
I thought it was
just the
interesting.
graphics are-
I thought it was interesting too with the combat ends up changing like the more and more you go on, because you get this thing called ghost stance, right?
No, I love that. So good.
Yeah, the ghost stance is cool, and it pretty much just gives you 3 kills, right? So you like charge this ghost stance up with the amount of guys you kill, and then you just basically get to kill 3 guys for free, like any 3 guys you want. Doesn't matter what type of enemy they are. So I found myself just like working towards that more than I was just like playing the good swordplay, in the combat. I just ended up like going in. You can run in there, use this LBRB move, and then that will like take out like 2 to 3 guys, depending on which types of enemies they are. And then it's like I'm already halfway to the ghost thing. Then I'll just like kill 1 guy easy, shoot some guy in the head, and then bam, I got the ghost thing, and then bam, the whole thing's done. You know what I mean? Instead of in the beginning when it was go in there, fight 1 guy 1-on-1, use the fun sword play. The fight would take a little bit longer, but it doesn't feel like you're just using this like cheap thing. It's like I know I could have just went back to the sword play and not used the ghost stance, but that just wasn't the quickest way to take out enemies.
What I like about it though is you get hit once and it just completely resets it. Doesn't matter if it's a bow guy shooting you once or somebody just taps you. Like it's gonna get reset. So there is a little give and take there.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe I just felt like I was a little bit too powerful now.
Yeah,
I'm like clearing everything out. Yeah, so I feel like I'm just getting it a little too easily. Especially when I went back and did everything in the first island where the enemies are much easier. Like I was just running through them, and then like by the time I was done with the first island, I was like, I'm not even having fun with this combat anymore. But yeah, I like the game overall. I thought the story was pretty good. Definitely Act 2's the highest point. I think you said that last week, Daniel. Yeah. I'll put a score on it. Sims, you can too if you want.
I said 8.5. I agree with Connor.
I
agree with Daniel. It's 8.5.
It's funny because I feel like I sounded a little bit higher than you guys on it, but I'm at an 8.5 too with it. I just can't. You can't really give it a 9, right?
No.
It doesn't do enough differently to get a 9.
No.
You know. Yeah.
I mean, I would even be fine with it being like an 8.
Yeah, I think you could argue an 8 too. I think 8.5 just because I did really have fun with it, and I'm still enjoying the world. Like
honestly, I don't think there's enough original here to really give it a lot of praise. It's kind of sad because I want to like the game more than I think.
Yeah,
it's actually there.
It's just Sucker Punch's take on that open world, isn't it? Like
yeah,
and they do a great job. Like I'm not taking anything away from it. It's just there's better open worlds like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, for sure. I do think the one thing that gives it a little bit uniqueness is the wind and the follow the animals thing. Yeah, that's something that like I would like this other games to take and use and do whatever they want with it, like stuff like that.
The problem is like you've done it once, then the magic's over. Like this is great, and then it's this is okay.
It's kind of where I told you guys. Like, it got to the point when I was like in Act 2, and I'm like, just give me a waypoint. You know? Just like I like the wind thing. I like you see the fox will run you there or the gold bird. But it's like to a certain point, I was like getting into the end of Act 2 and into Act 3. I'm just like, just give me a waypoint. Like I don't want to have to struggle to like horse around this mountain to figure out exactly where I'm going.
Yeah, I never felt like that. I think I'm just always the type of guy like the less shit you can have on my screen, the better to me. Like,
it just needed to be a little they always popped up that yellow waypoint though. It kept popping.
That's on the map though. Like you can pull up the map if you need the waypoint.
Yeah, well, it would pop up when you get closer, but I feel like it should just kept it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Did you play anything else?
Oh yeah, I played Fall Guys for like 8 fucking hours yesterday. This game is fucking spectacular. It is so fun. It's just so if you don't know what it is, it's just kind of just like a bunch of mini games. Like some will be like obstacles that you race through and try to like beat everyone there. So you start off with like 60 players is the most, right? And then that'll be the first round. And the first round's always like a race. So you race, you run through an obstacle, and then like the first, like, it'll be like the first 40 people to get through, qualify, move on to the next round. And then you just go on and keep doing these different types of mini games from there. There's like one where you run around and like chase people and try to grab the tail that's on their back, and then you got to keep the tail by the time the time runs out. There's more. One's like a soccer game or football, as you call in the UK. One's like that with like giant balls, and you're just working on with a team and trying to push it into the other goal. So they got a bunch of fun little ones like that. There's probably like 8 in all that I've seen. So it's not too many. I imagine they'll add more. But yeah, the game's super fun, man. It's just
there's enough variety in the 8 to make it feel like it's worth it.
Yeah, I felt like probably the first couple hours, I kind of felt like, oh, I haven't seen this one, you know. But maybe they're just cycling through the same ones a little bit more and more.
Explain how it works. So, am I playing all 8 every time I play?
No, so you'll play through 4 to 5. I think it depends how many people are in there. Yeah, depending on how far you go. And then, but there's different games depending on the level. So like you might do the same 4 over and over again because you're losing after like the second round, right? But once you get into like the top 30, top 15, top 1 versus 2 or whatever, then you'll always see different games there because, you know, the further you go, the rarer it is, you'll see that. And then, yeah, so you pretty much just do that, play through the different games. I won 2 games. And then,
2?
Yeah, pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah. And then, yeah, it's just a fun game, man. It's really easy to pick up. Like, it's one of those games you could give to anyone. Like, you got kids coming over, whatever the fuck, you know. You could show them this game. They can pick it up super easily. You have a great time with it. It's a lot like Mario Party, I think. Even though I've only played those, like, very short amounts. I think it's more like that. Do you guys remember Crash Bash? It's like a rip-off of Mario Party. That's what it reminds me of the most. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of the dose.
I've been playing. Funny enough, we've been putting Mario Party on at the weekends with the kids. Yeah, it's such a fun little thing in it. Like it's trash. Like the game's not trash. It's like you'll do the whole round, do 10 rounds, do all the mini games. You'll have 4 stars, and then the Toad's like, "Oh, you get like 5 more stars." So like it doesn't mean anything. Like my missus' sister came around and she was whooping everyone's ass. My daughter's such a sore loser. She's like, it's not fair. Toad comes out. It's like, don't worry, little Hope. Don't worry. Here's some stars. And Hope's like, I wouldn't.
I just gave you some.
It's like absolute trash. But no, yeah, Mario Party's sick. But no, quick question before, guys. I know it's beta. I won't say beta. I know it's early days, free. Everyone's going to be on it. So obviously I struggled to get on it yesterday. Didn't even try to load in like twice. Gave up completely. Did you manage to invite your friend into your game by pressing triangle, finding your friend's name?
Yeah, so you kind of party up. And
yeah, we couldn't do that.
Into a game.
We could not do that.
Oh, really? Yeah, we did that.
Hopefully
we'll
do it
for
tonight.
like 8 hours yesterday. The only thing I ran into was they kicked me off, and then we tried to load back in, and it said it was doing maintenance for like the next hour.
I said this though. I said to Natalie on Sunday night, Monday night. I was like, "There's not a chance we're playing that game on Tuesday. Like they're gonna have so many people trying to get on that game."
It's an indie game. It's a little small game.
And the Twitter and the Fall Guys Twitter, they're just laughing it off. Like, you know, we know that everyone's trying to join in. Like, we really, you know, not even a sorry, just like, just bear with us. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were proper, like, very transparent. We're going for a server update. We're doing this, we're doing that.
It's flooding them, you know.
It's a brilliant idea. I genuinely can't wait to play it. Somebody need to hurry up with this podcast. Check.
Yeah, no, it is a really good idea for a game. Just they combine this Mario Party-esque thing with Battle Royale. You know, it's really nice because like they're quick too, right? The games, even if you win one, it takes like 15 minutes probably if you win, maybe a little bit less.
Oh, really? So
they just get you into the game, get you ready.
Yeah. So when you're not winning, I mean, you're going through games like every 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
How fast am I hitting play and playing a game? Is there a lot of loading?
So there's the initial load. It's not that bad, honestly.
Not that bad? Cool.
No, up to 2 minutes, I think, is probably the longest I waited to get into a game. But most of the time, yeah, it's like a quick minute.
Right
No, I really haven't had that many problems with it, like I said. But yeah, I like the game a lot. I'll put a fucking score on it if you want.
Oh, wow, a score? Sure.
Give it a solid 8.
Solid.
That's right.
They have said quickly, though, that they are going to add more. Everything. They are going to add more game modes. It's not just that.
Do you like the skins?
No. The skids are trash. I think the little characters are trash too. I don't know if Sony published this game. I don't think they did. But I was thinking you should have just like made this a Sackboy game, like the Little Big Planet guy, because that's what they like run around like. That's how they kind of move the characters. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know what that is.
Never seen Gang Beasts?
No,
You should go look up Gang Beasts.
It's free as well, isn't it?
Gang
Gang Beasts.
I feel like you'd
Free?
get into some
I don't think so.
some weird content if you look that one up.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. All right.
So what I've been playing is a game that I think came out like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. Is Beyond Blue. It's
Beyond Blue.
basically you play as like a diver, and you're going under and you're exploring the ocean and scanning all these different sea life, whales and just dolphins and stuff. And there's a few different environments you go to. It's kind of set up like you work for, I think they call them Ocean X. I think it's a real company too. And you kind of have like a podcast. There's like a few parts where like you're talking to like a podcast. It's really funny. And you have two other people with you that are always talking to you, telling you to do things. Go check this over here. You go check the little buoy, and then you might need to fix it or something, or go scan something else. It's really serene little game. It's like a $20 game. It's not as pretty as I wish it was, for it being just an exploration game.
So what is this exactly? Like, what's it play like?
So it's a third-person game, and you're just swimming around in the ocean. And you don't really have a bunch of buttons. You have your RB is your scan. You'll pop up your scanner thing, and it'll be like a little circle, and you have to like follow them. So sometimes you'll see this school of fish swimming, and you kind of have to like trace it with them and scan them, and then it'll tell you what they are. And then between every like mission, you will go back to your little submarine, and you can look at like videos that they have that are actually informational videos with live action people, and you could see what the different fish are and what you didn't scan and stuff.
So is this kind of just like a chill little explore, learn about different fish type thing?
Yeah, it's more of a science type of game for sure.
Sure. That sounds really cool, actually.
What's the main goal? Like, what are you looking for your dead mom or something, or are you looking for some jewelry?
There really isn't a main goal. Yeah. So like every time you go back to like the submarine, your main character has a sister, so like you'll talk to her. Your grandmother's like sick, so your sister's like watching her, and you get little dialogue there. You get dialogue between the other two characters that are talking to you. You're kind of like following this like sperm whale kinda throughout like the.
He said sperm.
He said sperm. Why are you following the sperm whale?
It's like a smaller sperm whale, like a baby, and you're kind of following her through. Like I think it's like takes place over like a month, maybe 3 weeks. But it really isn't too much of a story. Actual story.
Have you finished it? Is there a credit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You could beat it.
Do you want to spoil the ending? Like what happens at the end?
There's like, so throughout the game you'll see like there are people mining like the reef for like minerals and stuff, so they're kind of destroying the ecosystem, and something happens, and the mom of the little sperm whale dies. Pretty much.
That sounds horribly sad.
I know, I'm really sad, like.
And then the miners, did they get their comeuppance?
No, not really.
No.
Is it?
It was. I think it was more to like to show that this is actually happening in our world too.
Like we're fucking up these
it's
whales.
A very like real world game. It sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going in there.
It's just a message.
Yeah, and the main character and the sister kind of like continue this podcast with this like little drone. So I guess they're going to use the drone to go down and keep scanning.
So is it like relaxing? Like did you have like a good time playing it like that?
Go around, you get to see cool animals.
It
And
sounds
stuff.
cool.
And,
like this sounds like right up my alley. Like I'd run
yeah,
around
it's
learn
not
about
a
some
lot.
fish for a couple hours. Yeah.
I would say if the game looked a little bit better, I think it would. I think it would be better.
And
It just
Is this a VR title? Oh no, you said it's
No,
a third
I don't
person,
have
right? Yeah. Okay.
is
Yeah,
this
sure.
is it a Xbox game?
I think it's everywhere.
And what
I
did
played
you
it
play
on
on? And so is it Games Pass or is it just
No, I bought it.
okay?
It's only $20.
I've never heard of it. I love
And
that.
I've never even heard of this.
I'm very interested.
Yeah. And as you
That
beat,
sounds really
as you
cool.
things like I told you about those videos, more videos unlock as you go, and they're only like 2 minutes to 3 minutes, and they're just live action videos of real like marine biologists and stuff talking, and it's really informational stuff. They kind of talk about like Blue Planet a little bit of like that documentary series if you've ever heard of that. Yeah, I'd say check it out. It's not a like a great game. It's just more of a relaxing learn about.
Just take the edge
stuff
off. You know what I mean? Like sometimes games are way too serious.
Yeah, I mean this is a pretty serious game
Serious,
because
but it's not.
the videos talk about a lot of like we're kind of destroying a lot of.
This isn't going to get your heart racing, though, is it? Like sometimes it's nice to just chill.
No, yeah, it's a chill game, definitely.
My missus was looking at stuff like that. She was looking at The Arrestor and What Remains of Edith Finch. Just something nice, cool.
Yeah, but
What Remains of Edith Finch is not chill.
There's some stressful stuff to that game.
Have you played?
But it is like
else?
Yeah, I started. I've gotten back into Yakuza. I continued with my save with Yakuza 0. I think I was like 8 hours in last time I talked about it on the show, and I think I've put another 6 to 7 hours. And I like it way more. I don't know what happened between the rest of those hours or whatever, but I was looking for something to play, and they have Kiwami 1, which is the remake of 1, and Kiwami 2, the remake of 2. I was like, I'll just try it, maybe get to those games. And I just had way more fun. Maybe the combat hit a little harder. I don't know.
Just kind of clicked for you.
Yeah.
This kind of happens to me randomly with Yakuza. Like I'll buy one, right, and then I'll play it for a little bit, and I'll be like, I'm not really into this. I'll come back months later, and then run through it. This happens. I think you just need to be in the right mood for Yakuza. You know?
I think so. And it's hitting. It's definitely hitting. Like still a problem that I talked about last time is the same. It's there. I don't like that some things are just not spoken. I just have to read. But then, in that same conversation, sometimes he'll just start speaking, and I don't understand why that
Japan,
is.
man.
It's that budget, man.
Yeah, it is a budget for sure. But the cutscenes are really cool. Yeah,
it's all over the top in Yakuza, man. They get so funny.
I love it. There's a dude that was in the sewers with a motorcycle. He had a pipe, and it was sparking against the wall. And he smacked me in the chest with it. It was
those back tattoos, you know.
Oh yeah, everyone has.
Everyone's got a giant dragon on their back.
Yeah,
and rip off their shirt all the fucking time.
Majima has this demon on his back, and then he has it, I think, coming up to his arms.
Majima.
We're the wrong business, aren't we? We should be tattooists in Japan, not just making dragon tattoos.
Just tattooing the Yakuza artists.
That's it, man. That's all we should be doing.
You're gonna have to all get one first.
Yeah, I'm down for a sick dragon on the back. I'll have a blue eyes white dragon on my back. Not
blue eyes white dragon. There you go. That's pretty much all that means. But
do you think? Quick question: do you think you've just played Last of Us? You've just played Ghost of Tsushima, and then obviously you put this fun, wacky Yakuza game on. Do you reckon it's just because it's just not taking itself so seriously? You just enjoying it a lot more?
Oh, Yakuza gets pretty fucking serious.
The story itself is very serious. It's when you're kind of running around, and I guess you know what it is, Connor, too, is I'm not doing a lot of the side stuff. I think too. I'm just story mission to story mission, and I think
it helps because
I think that is helping.
Like we were just saying, Yakuza gets so different between its side content and its main story. The main story can be a very serious crime drama almost thing, and the side content is like, hey, go help this stripper find her different balloons across town or whatever the fuck.
There was this.
That's why I'm saying you have to be in the right mood for it, right?
Yeah, I just did a serious mission,
wacky and serious,
and because you play as Kiryu and Majima, and I just did this serious mission. It was super emotional with Kiryu, and then they switch back to Majima. And I go into a store, buy some health potions, and I come out, and there's this guy called like the Giant Man or something, and you fight him, and if he beats you, he just takes all your money. I had like 4 million yen, and he just took everything, and then he disappeared. And I couldn't fight him again. What?
Now you got no yen.
I have no yen. Yeah. So at least I got my like potions and stuff, but then he just took all my 4 million yen and ran away. I have to find him again and try to beat him. But he hit me like 3 times, and I died. 3 times. My health bar was like this big.
What was his name?
I think it was the giant man or something.
You don't
like
want to
that.
mess with that. The giant man.
No,
First name,
Don't
the.
fuck with that guy.
Yeah, you have different stances, and Majima has like a slugger stance, is what he calls it, and he pulls out a bat, and you just have so much range and stuff, and he just destroyed me. It wasn't even fair. I got
my image of Japan has always been, since I played Yakuza, has always been that there's just guys on every corner that are just going to beat the shit out of you.
It's just like Kamurocho.
Like, you better be ready.
Yep. All right, so I guess let's move on to the news. We don't have a ton of stories. We do have the state of play that
Some good ones though
next week. But yeah, we got some
juicy fucking stories here.
We got one really spicy one that we talked about before. But let's do the Halo Infinite. So Halo Infinite's multiplayer, as we know it, is going to be free to play, but they haven't said much more. They said this right after we recorded the last week's show. What does that make you guys think about the multiplayer?
I kind of didn't understand it at first. I kind of just thought, oh, so you get the game and you don't have to pay for Xbox Live to play it. But then I kind of thought about it. It's like, oh, so we're talking like a Fortnite versus Fortnite Save the World. So you can just download Fortnite Battle Royale. So you could literally just download. So if you didn't have Game Pass and you didn't have Xbox Live Gold, you could just download Halo Infinite multiplayer, which is in.
No, I would assume you still have to have Gold, but not Game Pass.
Yeah, but then at this point, is that even relevant?
I mean, there
you
are
can't just
some
buy
people.
Gold, can you?
I don't think so, because what about PC players then?
Well, that's true too, but I'm
It's not
just
like
saying
they
like
can buy Gold.
not everybody has Game Pass, so I'm sure more people have Gold than Game Pass. So it's for those people that just don't have Game Pass. They can just play the game. Ooh, it's the multiplayer's free, and that's what most people think about Halo is the multiplayer for the most part.
For sure.
And they said it's gonna be 120 frames, up to 120 frames.
This is the big deal, isn't it? Like, no game has hit 120 frames on a console, right? So
not that I'm aware of.
and there's
A Forza then? Something like that? No.
Not 120. No, I think they were
okay.
60, probably.
I mean, how does
It must be only on Series X then, right?
Yeah.
I don't. Think
I mean,
they said.
PC
I
obviously
would
too,
assume
but
it's- yeah, I would assume that it is only Series X.
I mean, what does this do for you, Daniel? Does this get your like Halo juices flowing? Like, I mean, you already
I
gonna have
honestly
it.
don't know what it means.
You've got Game
until they
Pass.
say more.
You're stupid not to
Yeah.
get Game Pass. Anybody.
I was
like,
telling you guys, I don't know what this means at all because, like, I brought this up in our chat. Is the main game going to have Destiny-like things anyways? Like a co-op, like online, we go do a strike, like in Destiny. If you guys know what the strikes are, like you go do this little mission, beat a boss or something. Like, are we doing that as well? And
like in the campaign?
in the main game, yeah. Like if it is an open world. and
Oh,
there
so
is
like
co-op-
that wouldn't be free? You're saying?
No, because it's in the main game, yeah. So like,
Hypothetically?
is there like some co-op like that? Like, and then this is more of just the multiplayer. And also, like, what does that mean for the multiplayer? Are they bringing Warzone back? Is that going to also be part of the free-to-play thing?
I'm not a Halo.
So,
know
no
what
question.
Warzone is?
We need more here. No, I know what
Do you-
Warzone is from Halo 5. Yeah, with the cards and shit.
Yeah. So did you not play? You didn't play Halo 5, did you, Sims?
No, I'm thinking about just playing them all back to back. They're only about 8 hours, 6 hours long, 7 hours long. Whack them on easy.
10
Just
bucks, maybe.
go through
Yeah.
it, get the story, see what you nerds are talking about, and then
Um,
bounce. Well, I don't
Yeah,
really
so
know.
Warzone, basically you level. It's like a big battle versus battle, and you as you go on, you get kills and you get objectives. You'll get points. You spend those points with like different weapons you could buy or vehicles you could buy. They're like these little cards you can get. it's pretty interesting. So like, are they bringing like some Warzone type of game mode back, or is it just going to be the base multiplayer? Is it going to be cross play with the Master Chief Collection? I think that's things to think about.
Yeah, I just think in general with this whole thing, it's just, I mean, we do mainly need more information, right? Like, we got to know which modes. Like, are you guys making a battle royale mode, and that's going to be the only thing that's free? Are we giving the whole multiplayer thing for free? Also, I really worry about, because like this should be a good thing, right? It should be a great thing.
Maybe.
Hey, the Halo multiplayer thing is free. It's free to everyone, right? I mean, that sounds like a good thing, though, right? Like, hey, everyone, you don't got to buy Halo Infinite multiplayer. You can just play it. Like, that should be a good thing. But what worries me is, one, lack of content. Like, are we gonna have very limited modes in this whole game now, or like limited maps and shit? You know, because then they'd be able to get away with that, right? Having only, because like no one's gonna complain if there's lack of content in this because it's free, right?
Yeah. They could just do Halo 1 through Reach maps and that's it, or like have new maps.
You're gonna remake those maps?
Yeah, because I think they did some of that with 5 and 4. So
sure,
just because that has sprinting, so you need to make them bigger. So
that'd
just
be
take
so much if they're gonna remake all these maps. I mean, that's more than enough.
I'm just saying they could do that. They could have like we're bringing
totally.
all of Halo 1's maps back or something.
I don't know. We don't know, right? Because even with Gears on Game Pass, I noticed a lack of content in the multiplayer side. I felt like there were so few maps in that. I only stuck with it for like 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys felt the same. But
I didn't play multiplayer that much. Just so
games. The Gears 5 multiplayer, I only remember like 5 maps. I know there was more that you could choose on there, but running through the multiplayer modes, it only took you through like the same maps. And there was barely any modes. There was like 4 modes at launch. And so I worry about lack of content in this.
I think base Halo has enough modes.
It should, you know.
Yeah, like what are they not gonna have King of the Hill or something? Like
yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to have all that.
Or Assault,
it's just interesting too, because like we don't know. We haven't seen a game do this with the whole multiplayer being free. Because COD, they gave away their battle royale for free, but you still have to buy the full game to play the rest of the multiplayer modes. So we don't know. We haven't seen this. That's why I worry about lack of content, because it's like, how are you giving this whole thing away for free? You know, like if it's like to scale with the other Halos, like we're getting the same amount of multiplayer content.
I don't want a battle pass. Like I hate battle passes.
Is that like what loot boxes are, right?
No. It's Fortnite started, where you buy that monthly thing and you have to keep playing to like unlock everything. You don't even you pay for the battle pass and you still don't get everything in it. It's very stupid. But Halo 5 had, you buy those little like orbs and you got the cards for Warzone, or you get like skins and stuff. Like you didn't really get much for that microtransaction. So
there's going to be so much of that. There has to be with the free to play.
I hope it's not invasive.
Like cosmetics you can buy, there has to be. I mean, cosmetic doesn't really bother me too much, but there has to be. That's just how they're going to make their money on it.
Yeah, also, I don't want to be flossing in Halo. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You're going to be flossing.
I mean, we still don't know enough, right? I also wonder what this means for Game Pass, because why would Microsoft let this happen? My biggest question.
I've been listening to you guys, and you both have valid points, but I don't understand why they've come out and said multiplayer is free. Like, you're gonna, if you buy an Xbox, especially now as well. Like, you buy an Xbox, you buy Games Pass, you get Games Pass. You buy the Xbox, it comes up Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It tells you get a catalog of 100 plus games, Xbox Live for Xbox Live Gold, £15, £13 for a month for me, $15 for you. So then you're going to choose that. And then you're going to choose that. You're going to buy that either way, because you're going to want to play multiplayer. You're going to want to play these games. You probably know the reason why you bought the Xbox is because you know that Games Pass is there. It's a good deal. It's a great deal. Best deal in gaming, right? So then you're going to get Halo. The multiplayer is going to come with Halo. So why are they going, it's free to play? You're going to get Game Pass. Is it relevant? This conversation, is it just a headline for headline's sake again? I think so.
I think what it is trying to tap into people that just have gold or have Game Pass. That's fine, but making the multiplayer free allows people that just want to try Halo multiplayer, that aren't Halo fans, that are Xbox fans, which is a little weird. I mean, I would assume most Xbox fans probably are one Halo game or another, right? But It allows people that just want to try it.
Or does it become?
Oh, I'm worried about it. Maybe I can just try it for free.
Or does
I think that's too small of a market. I think this is directed completely towards the PC market, right? Like the people you weren't going to get to buy Game Pass anyway.
Like streamers and stuff?
Yeah, that, and then just make it more popular all around. Because
Yeah.
if Microsoft's idea is to sell Game Pass, this wasn't the way to do it. Like Halo's multiplayer is, like you said.
No, I mean, I already think that they've proven that.
So
Halo's multiplayer is the main thing of Halo, though. So making that free, you're not going to bring in a lot more Game Pass people to play the campaign. You're just not. You know,
So-
like it's all these PC people are just going to play the free version of Halo.
Yeah.
I've just had a brain wave. I've just thought so. Halo
Brain
Infinite.
blast.
So Halo Infinite is this big open world game. Mark my words, open world game. So obviously you got your strikes. You probably will have your strikes. You probably have your.
I'm
your
curious.
co-op.
I don't know. It might not be that.
Maybe not. No.
I don't know.
Co-op missions, etc., etc. But then over, that's just its own game. You download Halo Infinite, you get that game, you get maybe the strikes, you get the co-op missions, you can play the whole game co-op. So then that is it. There's no you load Halo up. There's no multiplayer option. It's story options, accessibility, credits. You know what I mean? Then over here,
I doubt that.
Listen, so me over here, you got Halo Infinite being infinite, like all of it, and then you've got your classic Halo 1, classic Halo 2, all the best of hits. Then you included in that, because it's free, they chuck in a battle pass, and then you can unlock skins. You can unlock, because Fortnite, as much as you may not like Fortnite, has changed everything multiplayer wise. There's battle passes and everything. So then. And then you're in Halo, you can unlock skins, you can unlock different colours, different gun skins, etc., etc. But in this own infinite multiplayer world, completely different. Maybe infinite's in the title, completely different from the campaign. Then once the infinite campaign's over and done with, you forgot about that. Everyone's going to be in this. You click it, and you're in the multiplayer, and it's nothing to do with this game. If that makes sense. So you click Fortnite, and you're in Fortnite Battle Royale. If that makes sense.
I just don't think it's going to not be in the base game, just because I think that people will still want to buy Halo that don't have it on Game Pass, right? So you can't just split it like that.
I
think it still has to be.
It's like, look at Call of Duty and Warzone. I don't own Call of Duty, but I have Warzone.
Yeah, but what I will say is I have Call of Duty, and if I can launch it from there.
Probably. They might have a launcher, maybe. You know what I mean? But I do think I'm onto something with Halo having its own Fortnite type thing, definitely with the battle pass. They've already said they're gonna have a battle pass. They'll have all the classic maps. So I don't know, you crazy.
Did they say the battle pass?
Yeah, they have. I believe they have. Like Major Nelson was saying, there is a battle pass.
You make it my heart sink.
Everything will have a battle pass. Avengers is having a battle pass. Call of Duty's got a battle pass. Fortnite obviously got a battle pass. Tell me a game that hasn't got a battle pass nowadays.
Overwatch.
That'll have a battle pass. Telling you now.
Overwatch 2, baby. Here we come.
It does have a battle pass, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It has loot boxes.
You unlock them.
Same as you got a fucking Overwatch hat on.
Yeah, how do you have an Overwatch hat?
It's a very long time since I played Overwatch. But I definitely think that Halo... Fortnite, taking over the world. Telling you now. Already has.
It's going to have one. I don't know. We could talk about this all day. There's too much they still have left to say. Like we got to know how many modes we're actually getting in the full game and how many modes are in the free to play thing. Because this is the full multiplayer thing. I really don't understand this.
But would you enjoy the campaign thing? Classic maps, etc.?
Do we think that there's going to be a battle royale? Because I still don't think there is.
Yeah, there will.
Yeah, I think 100%. So. Even Colin Moriarty tweeted the other day that was their plan to reveal the Halo Battle Royale at their last E3 when they had a bunch of TVs on the stage and stuff. That was their plan, but they pulled out of that last minute. But he knows for a fact that there's a Battle Royale in this Halo. So I think there is. He's normally right.
Okay.
It's the future.
I mean, I don't know what to think. Honestly,
and then I wonder if only that is free, because that would make sense to me if the battle royale is the thing that's free, just like COD did. Yeah, and keep base multiplayer. Because I just really worry about lack of content in the base multiplayer. I really do.
But they've got history of maps and guns and skins. Yeah, and extra.
But what
they've got no excuse.
I don't want this here's your base level launch game and we're adding more in the future though, because I'm not going to be the guy that's playing this in 6 months, or whatever the fuck,
Sure.
And I know people will be, but that's not me. I worry about someone like me that wants to buy this game on day one or buy it on Game Pass or whatever, play through the whole thing in a week, and then never think about it again. That's kind of the more people I worry about. But who knows? Maybe this will be great. It'll be everything we all want, and it'll be fucking awesome because it is free. Like, this should be really cool.
Halo's never really lacked content before. I don't think that this is the game that will.
I hope.
I think if anything they do a battle pass, it'll just be skins and weapon skins and stuff. They have that kind of stuff in 5. So
We're certainly getting that, yeah.
I guess we can move on unless you guys got anything else to say.
No, we need more info to talk about it on it more, you know.
I think so too. So that we finally got like an Xcloud announcement. So Xcloud will be available September 15th for Android devices, just Android devices, and it will have the whole Games Pass library.
So could you not do this on like Xbox too, like just the system? I guess you wouldn't need to.
No,
they are talking about just Android devices, so I'm not sure.
Okay. I didn't know if this was always intended just for like tablets and phones, but like I figured it'd just be on Xbox too, like if you want to stream your games from there.
You don't need to, though, do you? Then, because you've already on it. I don't know. You just download it, wouldn't you, for the better experience?
Right? No, you would. I just assumed like, why wouldn't it be?
Maybe in the future. I didn't realize that. My brain didn't think that. Obviously, Apple and Microsoft are complete bitter enemies, aren't they? Like PC wise,
not as much anymore in terms of phones.
But they're still competing on the computer market. Mac versus the personal computer, and obviously, like, it makes sense, doesn't it, that the Apple won't want this streaming device on their playing Mac. You know what I mean? Like, I feel sorry for the Apple people because like, why come out? Obviously, it's not Microsoft's fault. It's probably Apple not playing ball. But this is great. Like, I can't wait. I've got Android device. I'm going to get the little doodah on the thing. I might get the doodahs that go on the side. I might get the doodah that my controller. I'm looking forward to it. I've got the preview. I could do it right now if I wanted to. I've got the preview. I got invited not long ago, ages ago. I played it a couple of weeks ago. Never gone back to it though. But yeah, definitely the 100 games on it. I could play Halo Infinite if I wanted to. I could play CFBs. Yeah, I could do that. Sat on my sofa in my boxer shorts. My telly's like there as well. It beats the purpose. But I could be on the bus, not in my boxer shorts, playing it.
Yeah. Please just put clothes on.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you're doing.
No, I tweeted out this is a game changer. We obviously knew it was coming. This is how Stadia should have done it. Stadia said, "There's all these 100 games. Stream them. Here is a subscription-based service. If Stadia go from buy each game for £50, even though they've already come out 3 years ago, and this is me being a proper hypocrite because I've defended Stadia throughout. But if Stadia come out, they can get Red Dead, get an old Tomb Raider, not even Doom. Doom's not even on there, is it yet?
I don't know.
No,
I was just naming it.
So yeah, and if Stadia came out and went, look, subscription based service, £10 a month. Yeah, our library is limited at the moment. We've got to work on that, etc. Then yeah, like there'd be a bit of a competition. Like, but no, they're doing it. You have to pay for each game. None of the services work. You have to hook your phone up to a wire at the moment. And Xcloud are like, yeah, you don't need a wire. Use your Xbox controller. Get yourself one of them peripherals. Done. Pardon?
You want games? I said, oh yeah, you want games?
There you go. Look, here's our library.
Yeah, here's
our library. This is incredible. I mean, are you guys gonna? I mean, you at least. I mean, who's got? You've got Apple because you're a Muppet. Have you got Apple, Daniel?
I am going to be switching back this year
to Apple.
Right now, I have a yes.
You got the note.
I have a note right now.
But so, but like, let's say 15th of September, you're like, let's see what all the fuss is about. You put your phone, just in the corner. You don't have to. You can get yourself one of these jazzy pop things. You're like, boom, and then hook your controller up to it and see what all the fuss is all about. Will that go? Oh, I don't need to go Apple anymore.
No.
Oh, why?
I hate my note.
Why?
I just don't like it. The infinity screen. I shouldn't have switched in the first place. I hate the infinity screen. I had to put a case on it. That's how much I hate it.
Why?
I usually don't have a case. The infinity screen, it's because it goes to the edge. Can you see it?
Oh, mine's...
The screen goes to the edge. So when I'm holding it, sometimes I'll accidentally hit something.
I mean,
Oh, is that so like the volume buttons like touchscreen and shit too?
No. But you could turn the menu off. There's usually a menu that'll be on the side.
What,
so you
like,
can turn that off.
Like that.
Yes, but it's even thinner. And
Yeah,
you
I went
swipe
from
it.
I hated my missus gave me. This is not a podcast about mobile phones, by the way. My missus gave me an S7 Edge, and it was like right on the edge. So I've got these big manly hands and like this bit of fat here. It'd just be like
Those are tiny.
just like I like turning my videos off or like, do you know what I mean? But then I got this phone and it's not as close to the edge. Obviously, there's not much bezel. Listen, this is the future.
Is that the Galaxy?
No, mine's an S10 Lite.
It's gotta be just the regular Galaxy.
It's a Samsung S10 Lite.
Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy. Connor, would you go to Android?
Back to the story.
Would you go back to Android? Would you go to Android?
No, I mean, I might be in the minority here, but I just have no interest in playing like AAA games on my phone or tablet. At all.
Say if
never in any scenario. I don't care if I'm like out at my aunt's house or whatever the fuck, stuck there for a day. I'm not playing a fucking Halo Infinite on my phone.
I think what it could be is like, oh, instead of bringing your Switch, you just bring your iPad and then a controller, right? Something like that.
Yeah, if you have an iPad and a controller, sure.
Would you?
But like, I don't. I guess if you want to use it
play-
for that, but like, I wouldn't sign up for a subscription service for the rare occasion that I'd actually use that.
But
They would assume you already are.
Sure.
and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
you've
if it
got
just came with Game Pass and you have it
and it is.
sometimes,
You've got
Yeah,
Game
that's what it
Pass.
is.
yeah. Oh, okay.
And now
I mean,
you've got it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you got Game
With
Pass.
Ultimate.
I still
And
wouldn't do it, but it's cool.
But you'd try it at least, wouldn't you? Day one, see what the fad's all about.
I'd try it when I needed to. Like I just said, if I'm going out somewhere or whatever the fuck and I'm gone for a few hours and I got time to play a game, then yeah, I'd try it. I don't think I'd like it. I just don't. How is that going to work well? Like, how are you going to play Halo Infinite on
I
your
already
phone?
played it with the beta and say it works great.
But like, I'm just mean like the gameplay in general. Like, you're going to hold Halo Infinite like that and then just, I don't know, look on your phone.
No,
Maybe
because
my phone's just too tiny.
Like next to a waterfall or something.
obviously you can get the peripheral where you get the controller. And then you
That's
have
going to get all wet.
You put it saran wrap it.
Oh, okay. I'll saran wrap it first.
I'm
I can just
excited.
stay home and play it on my giant TV.
You could, but you're not next to a waterfall.
That's true. I can bring my TV to the waterfall.
Inside of your car or something.
I guess it's cool. Like, I understand this is how like the future is gonna be. Not the future. Like, we're not all gonna be always play games on our phone, but like in like 5 years from now, I imagine this will be much more of an acceptable idea to me. I'll probably have tried it a couple times.
That they're trying to hit like more of. You have to think that our market is huge in consoles, but not every market is. Like Japan loves mobile games, so maybe this could push Microsoft/Xbox more into Japan because they've already had a hard time with that. So if people in Japan could just be on their phone playing Halo, that could boost Microsoft over there.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not a good idea at all. Or like, I mean, like PlayStation's gonna have to make one of these eventually. I know they have PS Now, but they're gonna have to make that like actually work eventually. And I know Xcloud's gonna be like the front runner in the streaming wars right now, right? Like, I think it's already better than Stadia from what most people say, right? Yeah, so I mean, it's a good idea. It's gonna be big. It's gonna get more popular.
What?
But yeah, I have no interest.
Obviously, we got the state of play tomorrow. Imagine if they make an announcement about PlayStation. What's it called? PlayStation
Now.
Imagine if they make that a subscription-based service, PlayStation Now, tomorrow.
It is.
It already is.
Yeah, I know, but like they make it easier. Like they make.
You just want them to compete with Game Pass.
Yeah, like why not?
Why
not put all their old games on it? Like just put all their.
I would love that. I just don't think PlayStation. They don't have to do that right now. So I don't think
of course not. But they could do it tomorrow. It'd be a PlayStation 4 announcement.
Putting it on PC.
It is on PC.
It is? I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. You can also download PS4 games. There's a lot. People don't ever mention that. Like, you can download all the PS4
You can download
games.
the PlayStation 4 games, yeah. So I think a friend of mine was like, oh, I bought PlayStation. He had a trial and he downloaded. There's two friends. One downloaded Spiderman, one downloaded Control. And one played Spiderman. Like,
but you can't download PS3 games.
No, or PS2.
No, you can't download anything in generations before that.
Excuse me.
That's like,
So, like, if they really want to compete with Game Pass, you mark this shit down to whatever. How much is Game Pass? 15 a month?
15 is Ultimate. I think it's 10
Ultimate.
for just Game Pass.
Okay, so you mark it down to 10, 15 a month, and then you add in. This is how they would solve backwards compatibility too. You add in
right?
PS Now. Yeah, I think PS Now. I don't know. I don't ever get it. See, PS Now doesn't work for me with the streaming. Like it never has. I've tried it multiple times. It's always. Yeah, it's just way too much lag. You can never play anything like that. At least for me. I know people with like fiber Google internet, that thing, they have good times with it. But yeah, I've never had it work. Maybe that's why I'm so down on streaming still, because that first impression. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try Xcloud at some point.
I would like to.
I've tried it.
So I guess let's move on. So more Xbox news. We'll just keep going with Xbox. Today they announced a bunch of Game Pass games.
I've missed this.
Let me try to
I missed this.
pull it up.
Tell me, Connor, Daniel.
Yeah. I'm not Connor.
Tell you nothing but a Game
So,
Pass. Tell me
today they announced, and this is almost every game here is going to be coming out tomorrow on Game Pass.
Cool, I need the game.
So we got Darksiders Genesis.
That's the new one, right?
No, that's the one that came out this year.
Yeah, the top down one.
Yeah, the top down one. Yeah, with what's the new guy? Strife.
Yes.
Sure.
We have It Lurks Below. If this one, this one's coming to console and PC Game Pass. Genesis is just coming to Game Pass on console. You have Man of Medan coming to console Game Pass.
That's a great free one.
You need to get an Xbox, Connor.
It's a great Game Pass game.
I mean, I got the PC now. I'm getting a Series X though.
Okay. Trailmakers, console and PC Game Pass. Undermine, console and PC Game Pass. Xeno Crisis, console and PC Game Pass. And then Final Fantasy VII, the updated version, console and PC. But that's coming August 13th, so next week.
I have a question for you guys with Game Pass, because I know with me, like every game you just read out there, like there's some really cool games, right? It's either I wouldn't have played it or I already have played it. I know I'm in like a different category because I play a fuck ton of games and I buy my games all day one. You know, I do all that. Do you guys find it hard to find stuff on Game Pass to play, or do you always go on there and you're like, oh, I got something to play? Because it's rare when I'm in a moment where I don't know what I'm gonna play next. But when I am, I feel like Game Pass could be really good for that.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I'm in that moment right now. And I've been like, there's nothing on PlayStation I want to play because it's too long. And then I'll put the Xbox on. I'm like, no, carry on. I downloaded a bunch the other day. Carry on. The Master Chief. I can't remember the rest. But yeah, definitely. Like, it solves.
So there's enough games on there that you feel like missed out on or whatever. That
definitely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And it's a nice recently added section too. So you just see what is new to it. And you can see little indie games there and stuff, or whatever they've added. And
I think it'd be really cool for indie games. It's rare I play an indie game on like day one, you know.
And
even Darksiders Genesis. Yeah, I'm just gonna download it, and then whenever I want to play.
Right. Yeah, even something like that. It's like I don't know if I'd be into that game. You know, it's not normally my cup of tea, but just to try it on Game Pass would be really cool.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's move on to. We're gonna go to the big story. Are you going to say something, Sims?
I'm trying to think what I downloaded. It's bugging me.
Crosscode? Did you do that
yes.
And then there was another one. What was the other one that came out right around the same time as Crosscode?
Oh,
I forget.
I was going to say, I'm waiting for that. Tell me why. Like, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's the end of this month.
Coming on Games Pass. Why not? It'd be like, what, a night? Do you know what I mean?
No, I think they're doing every week.
Yeah, so a night a week.
Yeah,
and I get the fill out of it. Why not? And then I come to you guys, tell you about like how I think the game's confusing.
That's so good because I know with Life is Strange, it sucks waiting for those episodes.
Yeah, this is I think perfect. So even if it was 5 episodes, you got that like little over a month. Just everybody's talking about it.
I think they all should be like that as well. I don't like
wait 3 months.
I waited for like Walking Dead as well. Like I waited for all the Walking Dead. I played them all in one big chunk, and then obviously then
it always happens. I'll play episode 1, and then I'll wait until the whole thing comes out.
I'll just wait.
That's actually exactly how I did Life is Strange 2.
Yeah.
Played
That's how it
episode 1,
works.
and I waited, and then episode 5 came out.
2 comes around, and you're like, I'll wait for 3. And then you're just like, I'll wait.
Like 2 and 3 are never that good either. They're just a bit of filler. Like, there's never a big moment, is there?
No, Life is Strange 2, 2, and 3 are like the best episodes.
Walking Dead in particular, I think it was episode 3, the first season of that was like the best one.
4.
The one with the
Episode 4
cannibals.
was the best one.
When you go to the city,
Was that it?
Episode 3 was the cannibal. Well, episode 2 was
was
cannibals, yeah.
2 was the cannibals? I love the cannibals.
Yeah, that was a great
cannibals.
story. Like, that guy's in the bath all eating and shit. Like, oh, he's
so let's move on to
An episode.
I would say the big story for this week.
The best
This is
story.
bigger than Halo Infinite being free to play?
Yeah, 100%. Fuck Halo.
I think
That's what I
everyone
said.
else. For me,
I don't think
that's
this is bigger
Halo
than that.
thing, but, so Spider-Man, it was going to be an exclusive character next year for Marvel's Avengers.
And the internet blew up.
Exclusive to PlayStation.
I didn't think it was that much of a big deal.
It's funny because I had the same reaction. I think if you were already planning on playing this game on PlayStation, you read this and you were just like, "Oh, cool,
Cool.
you know, like, all right, dope. I can't wait to play a Spider-Man."
So
And then it seemed like everyone else freaked out.
So we talked about it, and as soon as it happened, I was doing something else. I think at the time, just like walking around, or whatever. I saw you guys talk about it, then I put in, and I looked right into it, and I was instantly just upset. And then I got more upset. We kept talking. I kept coming back to the chat, or whatever. You guys were still talking and stuff, and then I'd come in and chime in. But like, I just kept getting more and more upset at this. Like,
Why?
Daniel, I feel like you in particular, you had the exact opposite reaction to what they wanted you to have, because you're someone that does have an Xbox and a PlayStation. I know you play most of your games on Xbox, but now I think they just wanted to make it very clear that, like, no, you have to buy this game on PlayStation. And I think most people like you got upset because it's like, oh no, now you're telling me where I
I'm
have
fortunate enough to have all 3 consoles, and not everybody is. It already sucks that Spider-Man PS4 is an exclusive. And now you're making not a game, you're making a character in a game that is about the characters exclusive. Not the white spider suit skin. It's the whole character. If they were like, oh yeah, you could be White Spider from the Spider-Man PS4 on Sony only. That's
what I thought it was initially. I thought it was what we all secretly want, which was the giant video game universe where like we were getting the Insomniac.
I was just thinking just the suit. But so like you could only get that suit on PlayStation, and then Xbox you just get normal Spider-Man. Nope, not even that.
If it was the character though, I don't understand why it isn't. I know
I
I've deviated the conversation here, but like I really wish, like, just make a fucking video game universe.
Insomniac story. That's why.
Yeah, but just use the character. I don't know.
Yeah, cool. Peter Parker went to help the Avengers sometimes.
Yeah, that's where he is during Miles Morales.
The Avengers Tower is there for a reason.
Right.
Yeah, but that's an Insomniac story to tell with their game and their universe.
But then,
yeah, but let's just copy the movie motto, right? With these different directors and teams making different movies, then they all come together.
We're already proving why that can't exist is because of Sony. So,
sure.
Why would they have a different Avengers in Insomniac than a different Avengers in Avengers? Like, it's just convoluted.
You are going to confuse people.
No, it's not convoluted.
There's 2 different Avengers.
It's not the same Spider-Man in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, but that's
that
Nintendo.
game's not gonna be as big as this.
That's a whole different thing.
So, Spider-Man PS4 is exclusive to Sony.
So why not?
So why would you bring? Hold on. So why would you bring that character here? Just say he was on Xbox, but that is the Spider-Man for PS4. That's so weird.
But he's not.
That's
this is the reason why
it's a video game universe.
The reason why he's on the PS4 exclusive. This is the first thing I thought, and obviously it's got confirmed. It's not.
I'm not saying I don't want that. I'll let him continue. I'm not saying I don't want that. I want it. It's just not what it is.
You got Spider-Man's obviously got the Avengers Tower in his game, and then you land on the tower, and Spider-Man's like, the Avengers are away or something. So obviously
they're on like the West Coast.
Yeah, so then obviously the Avengers game, and then you put that Spider-Man into it, and then it makes sense. It would make sense. Then them Avengers could go into Insomniac. Obviously, it's a whole lot of money between Crystal Dynamics and Insomniac, and I get it. I'll stop because it's not going to happen anyway. But the Crystal Dynamics, Sony have just paid money that they own something. They own something to do with Spider-Man. I'm not big into the films. They own something to do with Spider-Man. They
own the movie rights.
Yeah, and then obviously they own. I don't understand it because I've not got one of them brains that they call it.
We're getting sidetracked, but like I mean, first of all, this is a bad thing, right? Like it being exclusive to one console, this is a bad thing. It's a bad look for the game. It's a bad look for Sony. I think the only way it could have made sense is if it was the Insomniac Spider-Man and he was visiting the Avengers.
What's another good character? I don't know, like Ant-Man or whatever. Ant-Man's Xbox and PC.
Is that going to happen
the next day or something? Right?
That can still happen.
It can still happen.
No, it can. The game's
and it will still happen. Like the Xbox.
I will tell you this right now: Xbox is not getting an exclusive character or PC.
I don't think so either.
No way.
PC certainly wouldn't.
I think Xbox
I would say
can.
Xbox,
why not? Like, why not give Xbox? I mean, I suppose Xbox is Mr. Consumer, isn't he?
Not kinda, yeah. But Phil Spencer's also said. I know they're doing a few like console launch exclusives, but he said that he does not want this type of content to happen on Xbox.
Is that just? Yeah.
It sucks.
They have way more money than Sony. They could easily afford it if they wanted to.
Definitely.
Is this gonna change your mind on if you're gonna play this game? Because a lot of people don't know if they're going to play this game until this weekend.
I mean, I wanted to play on Xbox because I prefer to play with this controller, right? And this has just put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I don't even really... Yeah, I might try the beta if it's open beta, right? But, like, I want to play as Spider-Man. Why can't I play as Spider-Man? Yeah, I do have a PS4, and I could get it on PS4 if I wanted to.
I'm not. I get it. I understand it. Like Connor just said, like it is bad. It's just money talks, unfortunately, and PlayStation want you to play it on that console at the end of the day. And if they've got to do that, they've got to do what they got to do. Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna say it's a good thing for PlayStation people. Like if you were already gonna play it on PlayStation, anyways, hey, Sony's buying you this Spider-Man for free, anyways. I don't know if they're paying for it or whatever. I assume they had to shell out some amount of money for it, right? But I mean, it's a good thing if you're on PlayStation, anyways.
I suppose it just helps the Spider-Man brand that if you associate Spider-Man now with a game, as in with PlayStation. Like if you live under a rock, you know that you can't play Spider-Man on Xbox. So I guess it makes sense to have Spider-Man in that game for the PlayStation. Like I don't know, just does it? It might cause confusion for grandma or mum. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to make it make sense without it being the Insomniac. The only thing that does is the Insomniac one, right?
At the end of the day, at the bottom line is, Sony went, "Hey, you if you want Spider-Man, no, Crystal Dynamics like I don't know. Basically, money was exchanged. Spider-Man's on the PlayStation." Sorry, Xbox. And it's not fair. It isn't fair.
So much work for that team, right, to make Spider-Man. But half their player base, right, or maybe a little more, who knows, half their player base is the only one that gets to play that character for an exclusive amount of time. Whatever.
The key word missing, though, was timed exclusive. Like, they've never said this isn't. They've not said it's not a timed exclusive. They've not said it could be a time. It could be a secret timed exclusive. Let's think about Tomb Raider for the Xbox. Tomb Raider 2 on the Xbox, and then a couple of days later, it was like, oh yeah, it's only timed.
Yeah,
like no more information has been released. Like this could be.
No. That's a good point. I do think with the backlash too.
Yeah, it was very soon after. This could still.
No. The day after it came out, and there was even more that's exclusive for like a month or whatever.
Yeah, more just like
skins and like a mission.
Yeah, like you band together. You probably maybe you have to kill 1,000 enemies or something.
That exclusivity is cool. That's fine.
Yeah, of course.
A mission and skins for a month. That's fine.
Who knows? The Spider-Man thing, it could just end up coming to. It could be a year's deal. I know that doesn't make it any less better because obviously in a year's time we're probably not going to be playing this game. it's just business, unfortunately. And
It's a good point though with the timed exclusive, because Sony does like to hide that too when they have like a timed exclusive thing. You guys remember the Final Fantasy thing? They didn't tell us that Final Fantasy VII remake was going to come to other platforms a year later. We had to find that out from like the box art or whatever. No, yeah, they don't want it to seem like that at all, because they want you to go out and pre-order and buy it on their system or whatever. But it could totally be a timed exclusive. I think the backlash helps too a lot with the fan uproar of this not being a good thing for them. And yeah, just kind of sucks, you know.
Have anything else to say?
Not a good thing. I like exclusives, like in general. Like I think, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying exclusive games and exclusive teams and stuff for your system to try to sell your system. But shit like this just feels wrong. I feel like even what you were talking about before with like a separate set of missions or whatever is free for PlayStation for like the first month or whatever. I don't like shit like that either. Like just.
It's better than
it's like exclusive. It's better than full character for sure, but like I don't minor shit like that.
Right? There was an exclusive strike. There was 2 exclusive exotic weapons.
Yeah, see shit like that I don't like either.
And that was for I think that was for like a year for Destiny 1.
Because what you're doing, you're taking away part of the game from other people, you know.
So if I bought it on Xbox, I'm paying $60. And you're paying $60, and then at the beginning of next year, you're just getting Spider-Man. I'm getting nothing.
Right. Yeah, it sucks.
I can't wait. I still can't wait.
Any last words, Sims?
Yeah, I can't wait. Sorry.
Sims is the only one that thinks this game looks good, anyway.
Even today, like
I think it looks.
Even today, like the previews will come out. People are like, "Oh yeah, it's good. It could be better." It's an Avengers game. Like it's a Destiny Avengers game. And when if I said to you, and you didn't know nothing about this game, how it's like a Destiny, you know about Destiny, you know about Avengers, and I went, it's a Destiny Avengers game. You'd be like, what? You beat shit up, or you shoot at shit, give you loot, you get better, you fight a big boss. I'm sold. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Is that what you wanted though for an Avengers game?
Not really, but why not?
I know like sidetracked now.
Co-op is there, like co-op. Me and you know, my missus is whoever, I'm whoever, Daniel's whoever. He's not Spiderman. But no, yeah, like I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to Friday. Yeah, hopefully we get cross. But I listened to a review today.
Wait till the fanboy wars when there's crossplay. We're all just army of Spidermen coming in.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What was he? Like the previews today. Everything I expected to hear, I heard. Oh, you know, this is a bit this. You know, it's a bit button bashy. Shut up.
So let's move on to some better news. PS4 has reached 112 million units sold, which is really awesome. As much as people think maybe I don't like Sony, I do. I have my problems with them as a company, but I really like Sony a lot. But it's awesome. 112 million units is nothing to laugh at.
No, of course not. 100%.
It's huge success. And they said also that for this quarter, they sold 74% digital games over physical games.
That Corona, man. Helping them out.
Nobody's going to stores.
A lot. Yeah.
Everybody's
I
staying
think it was literally at 52% all of last year. So 74% just in one quarter.
How do you remember that? That's great that you remember that.
Yeah. I like numbers like this, man. Also, PS4 just surpassed PS1. PS1 had 110 million units sold. So now it's officially surpassed PS1.
So how many did the PlayStation 2 sell?
150 something.
50 something, yeah.
So you don't think it won't beat that, will it? Nah, no one's gonna buy PlayStation.
It won't get up there. No one will ever beat the PS2.
And like DVD players.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. DVD players. Yeah, great. This is great news.
It is now the second highest selling home console.
All right, mate, Mr. Statman.
I'm just saying. Huh? The Wii is a little over 100 million.
A little over 100
Wii
million?
is under PS1,
yeah. Are you looking at a list for me right now?
No.
Okay.
He's the Matrix. He's hooked up.
I like the numbers.
Top is DS, I think, right? Original DS?
No. PS2 is actually above original DS.
Are you sure?
The original, yeah.
Whoa. I thought original
No,
DS.
we actually argued about this on the show once.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought because DS is cheaper, so I just assumed that it had sold more.
No. Yeah, I can't find the exact number. I believe DS was at like 130 something though. It was like 138.
Okay. Awesome. So I think we're gonna see more and more digital. There's a PS5 all digital, no disc drive. So
yeah, I think especially when next gen comes, hopefully Xbox also has a only digital.
I've seen
version.
another.
I imagine they will.
I've seen another fake leak that the digital is going to be 400, and the physical the one with the drive is going to be 500. It's all bullshit, but it could happen.
I mean, that's what I said,
I could see that. I mean, yeah.
Excuse me.
Isn't that the most likely scenario? I think
that much. Who knows?
maybe 600 for the drive one and 500 for the digital. Like, would that be on the high end? I think.
Or 50. 500 to 550 or something.
I hope not. I don't want it to be
I
any
don't know.
more
The
than
$50 difference is weird, though, right?
I guess. And
So
it's weird
it's
because
PS2 155 million, and then DS, the whole DS family, so they're including 3DS in this, is 154 million.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Really close, I guess, if you could include the whole.
Game Boy and Game Boy Color together is at 118 million. Then PS4 now at 112. PS2 was actually only at 105, or no, PS1, excuse me, was actually only at 105 million.
105. So I guess PS4 could beat out the Game Boy. I could see that by the end of its life, probably.
Yeah, I think that's as high as it would probably. It definitely will. It only
still will sell this year, even at the end of the year.
Even next year when people are getting PS4s on like super cheap. I mean, PS4 is going to continue to sell for years to come, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Good on you, PlayStation. Doing well. Let's go to our final story. This also broke, I think, a couple days ago. So Beyond Good and Evil is getting it's a movie. It's not a show.
It's a movie.
Getting a movie with the director of Detective Pikachu, Rob Letterman.
Yeah.
Attached to
Ubisoft and Netflix must have some type of deal here, right?
Game, and we haven't heard anything about Beyond Good and Evil. So
such a weird IP to choose too. You would think like Splinter Cell I could see, but like a Beyond Good and Evil movie, like who the fuck wants that?
Weird pig people and stuff like that.
I'm really not arsed about any of these games turned into TV or films. I think Last of Us being the exception. I reckon that would make. No, it just doesn't.
See, you got to watch Castlevania.
I'm not a Castlevania fan. It doesn't.
You don't need to be though.
I'm not either.
Is it anime as well? Honestly, for me, I'm just the anomaly. Is that the word? That's not a word. That's a word. I'm just the I don't know, the odd one out. This phone's stressing me out. Bigsby wants to keep talking to me for some daft reason. I think I'm going to. It's doing me head in.
I hate Bixby. I don't really care for this either. I've never played Beyond Good and Evil. The second game really was just a cinematic trailer. Then they had that monkey guy flying around the ship with that other like footage or whatever.
Crazy monkey guy.
Yeah, like going back to, I think Last of Us being the exception because it would make a great TV show. I don't think this will make a good film. I think
Last of Us I'm only really excited for it because of the talent behind it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, it's got like, you could give an IP to anyone that's like super talented and I'd be excited for it.
The Borderlands movie.
Who's making that again?
That's Eli Roth. And then we have, what's her name? Oh no, I love her.
Kate Blanchett? Yeah,
she's Lilith. So
what did the guy make that's making the Borderlands one? I can't remember. Yeah.
He usually does horror stuff like Hostel. You've seen what is the Nazi movie? What's the Nazi movie that was Tarantino? What's the name of that movie?
Inglourious Basterds.
He was the Jew Bear. Oh, he also acts too.
See that one? That doesn't really do it for me because that guy doesn't seem to have like that many successful things.
He does. He did this movie like The Green River or something. It was like a bunch of cannibals.
Still, it's not as high as like the guy that did The Last of Us. I mean, he did Chernobyl, and then he did.
No, I mean Eli Roth's been around for a long time.
Right, but he's more just like an action movie guy, like which I guess gore. Okay,
so
but still, like he kind of fits into like what Borderlands would be, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Beyond Good and Evil, I've played the first one. I like the game. I just I don't know.
Stuff to make a show or a movie.
No, there is. I mean, there's a lot of lore there and shit too. There's a lot of cool cities with weird talking animals and shit. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do around the show. I'm assuming it'll be different from the game story or whatever. But could be like cool, could be not.
Bridge between like the two games,
1 and 2 or whatever. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting. A lot of these Netflix movies though don't turn out well. Like I remember when they made like the Death Note adaptation into live action. That was really bad.
I love Death Note, and I didn't even.
I like Death Note a lot too. Yeah. Oh no, the live action was terrible.
I did not want to watch that.
Netflix, man, just throwing money at everything, anyone and anyone. You know.
At least they're giving things a try. They're giving anime a try, which is pretty cool. All right, I'll move on. Let's. That was our last story. Let's go into the new releases. So we got Fast and Furious Crossroads. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC on August 7th.
I didn't realize that was out this week.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for reviews. Like, kind of funny, but not on about like the one.
They're not going to be good. I don't know what you're waiting for.
Oh yeah, no one said anything about them, has it? Like, kind of funny was like, oh, we got an embargo. I was like, it's got to be the Fast and Furious. And then today the Gamescast was about Avengers, so I was like, have they got Fast and Furious? Are people playing it?
No one got an early copy of that.
Maybe.
Not even a preview either. Not even a preview. Well, there was a preview. There was a there was a trailer.
Preview this.
There was a trailer somewhere. Yeah, it looked like a mobile game. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, PC, August 7th.
Play it.
Finally, get all the
PC, you PC dorks.
Like 4K footage that people are going to record and stuff. Like, I can't wait to see that.
I want them to mod in actual dinosaurs.
They will as well. It'd be incredible.
Yeah, that'd be fucking dope. I'll watch the shit out of that.
And then today we got a Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
This is odd. I mean, not odd, but this is worryingly. I was thinking, like, as soon as I popped my phone up today, and I was like, they've announced another game, another remaster, another re-release, remaster. Is it remaster?
It's a bundle of all the DLC and then re-put out.
What does that mean?
The traditional take a Wii U game and put it on Switch,
which is great, which is fine. Just hurry up with do the Wind Waker.
I can't believe this hasn't happened already.
Yeah, no,
it's about time with this.
Why hasn't? Does this mean Nintendo just don't have anything this year, except for maybe the Mario game that's rumored?
Maybe Sims. We can hold out hope for Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah, that's coming out this year, isn't it? I forgot about that.
They didn't say a year or anything. We don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe it will. I'm not sure. I might. I don't know.
I said to the missus she might like it. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's never been my thing.
Yeah, it's you like control a horde and stuff. I don't know. I don't really know much about the game, to be honest. So let's move on to the bets. The most highly contested section of our show. Connor, you have 8 wins. I have 8 wins, and Sims has 8 wins.
Yeah, we do.
We're all tied up. It shouldn't be this way. I get screwed every other week.
You don't get screwed every week.
But last week's bet was the Fall Guys views on Twitch. And Connor, you said 90,000. I said 50,000, and Sims said 70,000. And we were all wrong. It had a ton of views. I don't remember the exact number. Do you remember?
When I checked yesterday, it was 380,000.
Why don't we try now then? Well, let's just have a look now.
Yeah, go look now. Yeah.
Look right now. Pull it up for me. I'm sure it's going to have a ton of views still. But Connor, the bet was on the release. That's what you said. So
yeah.
So
Connor,
what?
You take your lead again.
Take the lead. Back on top, boys.
So at the moment it's on 301,266.
Yeah, see.
Take it. Big game. Let's go Fall Guys. Thank you. Needed a point. Haven't had a point in a while, you know. It's good to be back on top, you know.
Yeah.
You guys know what it's like to be king? Do you know that, Sims? Do you, buddy?
No. I do
No,
look.
You don't, do you?
But today, I am probably best looking. I look really good today. I don't know why. Like, I've got good camera presence. I've got good beard, good hat. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good today.
Sims, I think you're the best looking every day.
Yeah, baby.
So,
I can't wait for this bet. I'm so excited.
I kind of hinted at it before. We're going to do the Fast and Furious Crossroads. I want to know what that Metacritic score is going to be. It's not going to be good. We already all know it's not going to be good. So, Sims, tell me what do you think it's going to be at? I want to hear yours first.
33.
33! Jesus. That's abysmal.
I can't wait for this game to be so bad, but good.
Unplayable games. Connor, what do you think it's going to be?
99.
He said it. Put it in.
Lock it in quick. I will say 57.
57.
I'm gonna go higher in Sims.
Interesting.
33 is really low. Like, I would like to see what the lowest rated games on Metacritic
He's
are.
getting a 3 on IGN, I'm telling you now.
Just because I want to do it, I'm going to say 58.
You motherfucker.
That's just a win, but I honestly think it's probably going to be like 60. I think it's going to be in the 60s. Like, I think 57 is like Anthem, like broken.
It'd probably get like a 5, mediocre on IGN.
Anthem probably has like a 65, though, is the thing.
It didn't. It was like in the 50s.
It was really
Was it
bad.
really?
6s and 7s at the beginning.
And now I'm thinking it's lower. Fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out next week, I guess.
Steve's getting
If it
that
actually
W.
comes out, is this game even actually coming out? Like, will there even be reviews for it?
I thought it's got to be tomorrow, innit? The review has to be tomorrow.
Maybe. I mean,
2 o'clock.
Maybe
Or
maybe
tomorrow
nobody got
morning.
really-
with a
Friday
bad
morning.
game, they'll make the embargo the day it releases.
Yeah, probably
Is
be
it coming
Friday
out
morning.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
assuming
Friday.
It's a
What if
Friday,
nobody
yeah.
got a review copy? If it's just
that's true.
Well,
too.
they hinted that I'm kind of wondering that Tim wants to do a Fast and Furious video, like a stream on Friday.
sweet. I want to see what this game is.
I do as well. I'm really excited. I want to buy it as well. I really do. I'm not paying for it.
If it's
You wanna-
below a 3, I'll buy it.
just to, it's like
Just
Deadly
to
Premonition.
play it.
See what
Yeah,
it's like.
just to see how bad it can be.
Let's move on to the game. And this week I'm going to bring back the Museum of Great Games. I really like that segment. I like to celebrate good games. Super Mario World is our only inductee. Great game.
I was hoping you'd cut away to it, like on your shelf or something. You know, put the next one up there. Or
I
something.
mean, that's
don't
Super Mario. It's not Super Mario World.
know. I just read your board.
Oh, wow!
It's a great quote.
It is a great quote. It's very deep. Who wants to go first? I think Connor went first last time. Should I go first?
Sure.
Okay. So the game I am bringing for you today for the museum is Tetris.
One thing real quick. Can we make it clear when we're supposed to argue against the game
Sure.
this time?
So
yeah.
I'll tell you when I'm done, and then then there'll be like a question section right after that. I'll let you.
Here's my thing though. I need to know everyone's pick so I can argue like against it, or I can argue one for another.
So we all go and
What,
then,
right
then
now?
we argue.
Do you just?
I'd
want to
rather us
say
all say what we want. Yeah, and then say what's
Sims-
good about the game, and then we all know it.
Sims, what is your game that you're bringing today?
No, you can keep going and then like explain why your game should be in it, and then we'll do Sims, and then we'll do me.
So basically
That's
what we
what
were
the
going to do
plan was.
anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to make the arguments after one person. I want to make the argument at the end when I know everyone's game.
No. You're just supposed to question my particular game. We'll have a discussion section where that's where we go.
We're gonna have a discussion at the end. Okay.
Yes. So you're just questioning my game when I'm done. That's it.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I'm bringing Tetris. There is not much I need to say about Tetris for the reason why it needs to be in this museum. Okay.
Which version though?
I am just going to with the classic. Just the
Game Boy.
The NES. I'll say game. You know what? I'll say Game Boy because I think that is more the unanimous version of the game, even though that's not my personal favorite.
The one I always think of.
Yeah, me too. Sure. So I'll say the Game Boy. Sure. Man, I'm just gonna start with that song. Tetris's song. So good. It gets in your head. You're just sitting there serenely watching these little shapes go. And what I will say about Tetris is a game that moved beyond games. People that just like puzzles, they don't even like games, got a Game Boy just to play Tetris. There's very few games that can sell a console like that to non-gamers, and I know plenty of them. I don't really have a ton to say about Tetris, really. Everyone knows Tetris. Everyone loves Tetris. There's been thousands of different versions of Tetris. There's been games like Luminous that has taken the idea and twisted it just a little bit, or like Puyo Puyo has done the same thing, or games like Dr. Mario, taking Tetris ideas and moving them. The gameplay is perfect. Perfect gameplay. All it is, all these different shapes, you match them up, you get a line, you get a score. That's it. Tetris. There's Battle Tetris. Can't forget about battling. Sending lines to each other. Trying to screw everybody over. I see you laughing, Sims. You're trying not to laugh.
I respect Tetris. I don't care for Tetris.
Interesting. Tetris 99. That's a really cool idea. I really like the idea. I haven't played, but Tetris 99 is a really cool idea for bring Tetris into a modern era that everyone just likes battle royale. So let's make a Tetris battle royale. It's really cool.
Tetris 99 is fun as fuck.
I should try it.
As fuck.
That's pretty much my argument for Tetris. One of the greats. Should be in this museum.
Do you not think Tetris is too simple?
No. Sometimes simple is perfect. I think it has perfect gameplay. There are very few games I would ever say that is perfect. Like, what is wrong about Tetris? Yeah, they added a few things like quick dropping and stuff, but that's just quality of life. But Tetris is just perfect.
But where's my story? Where's my voice acting?
Where's my story?
Where's my button prompts? Where is it?
My kids ease. Come on.
Where's like the Tetris blocks missing mom that I got to go off on a fantastic journey to find? And it's just not there.
You got to find that L piece, right? Where'd that L piece go?
Where'd she go? I don't know. Maybe she's at the bottom.
You say that it's too simple. But back 20, 30, 40 years ago, that wasn't simple. That was genius. Absolute genius. Like I can't.
But the gameplay itself wasn't simple.
I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to make an argument here.
It's simple as
is also a perfect game.
It's simple to the point where it's simple. Simple is not bad. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, simple is you sit there, you enjoy it, you get what you want out of it, and you make and it just lives on. It just lives on in infamy, doesn't it? Like, you'll never forget.
It doesn't need to be more complicated. All it is the drop speed. Like, the more levels you go, it just drops a little quicker and stuff. But it's just about matching lines. It's a very, very nice and serene game. We talked about Beyond Blue earlier. For me, like that, where you're just going around the ocean. This is just you're just watching your lines and you're just playing. That's it.
No, I agree. It's the perfect puzzle game, honestly. But I need to make an argument.
Sure. Okay. Ask more questions unless you guys are done asking my questions.
I'm done with questioning.
Any more questions, Connor?
No,
I'm gonna berate Tetris. No more berating Tetris? Okay.
The blocks are shaped weird.
Right.
Continue.
My turn. Weird block. You want to go next, Sims?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Sims, please.
You're gonna hate me. My game is Fortnite Battle Royale.
We're supposed to compete with Daniel here, Sims.
Oh,
you
no.
drowned in yourself.
Listen
just
to me.
Buried yourself.
Listen to me. Right, because you don't understand the game. Because you don't see what it's done in the last 4 years, 3 years, 2007, 6, 7, 17, right? This game has changed multiplayer games. This game...
It's been out since like 2013.
No, listen to me. Listen to your fucking dad, alright? Yeah? This game has changed the world. How many? When did you hear about the Battle Pass? Fortnite. Now where's the Battle Pass? Everywhere. You're gonna need a Battle Pass soon to leave the house. Okay, you're gonna have to buy $10 Battle Pass every month to leave the house to get to level 99. All right. Okay.
This game... Just arguing against the game.
The game has changed. I made this argument earlier. Like the game is every aspect of that game has been put into different games. Call of Duty has a Warzone. Halo will have a battle royale. There's been rip-offs and rip-offs. There was that game that didn't last long on the PlayStation. What was it called?
Drawn to Death.
Pardon?
Drawn to Death.
No, the one with
Battle Royale.
Yeah, you like a couple of people on an island, but then there's like a moderator who controls what happens on the island.
Darwin Project.
That one. He's so pissed off. Look how unhappy he is. Look at him. He's so angry.
He's gonna talk about Fortnite.
This game's... I won't ramble on, but this game has become not just a game now. It's a social circle. There's a cinema. It's a place to hang out now. Like it kind of comes in with the Animal Crossing. Like kids got away from coronavirus into Fortnite. They could watch a film. My kid was excited about watching a film. I forgot what it was called. Like I think it was like
Inception.
It wasn't Inception. It was another film, another Christopher Nolan film, I believe. And she was like, "I really want to watch this film."
Prestige?
No, something dead weird. It could be something like that.
Memento?
I think we got the Prestige. Anyway, so she was excited about watching that. We've had concerts. We've had Star Wars trailers. We've had this game. As much as you may not like it, has changed everything. It shows you what games can do. Like, are you telling me that if Halo was to ever have, like, let's say, a film in the game, where does that then go back to? Fortnite. Do you know what I mean? The Battle Pass system, that goes to Fortnite. The Battle Royale goes to Fortnite. I would say Battle Royale, it wasn't invented. Like PUBG invented the Battle Royale. Not even that. A lot of people did it. Don't shake your head at me. I'm arguing about Fortnite. I didn't shake my head at your stinking... I just think this game from 2017, from a dead single player game that no one really talks about, from hearing about PUBG every day on my way to work in podcasts. PUBG has broke this record. PUBG has broke that record. Fortnite has got a battle royale coming out next Tuesday. Let's see what they can do. I'm sure it won't be as big as PUBG. And then, amazingly, it's the biggest thing in the world. It is the biggest game in the world right now.
You know what was funny about that real quick with PUBG and Fortnite is when PUBG made Fortnite more popular because they were like saying they were going to sue them for copying their idea or whatever.
Yeah, remember
and
that.
It was free, so everyone went and downloaded Fortnite and they're like, "Oh, this is better."
And there's another thing they've done. They did the black hole. They turned their game off. What an incredible move! You telling me that wasn't ballsy? You telling me that wasn't game changing? To stop their game. My kid needed a cannula fitted and a drip and an IV. All right, for 3 days. All right.
Had to call a doctor.
But I'm there. All these events that happen. I tell my kid, "Oh, there's an event happening this tonight. We'll watch it together." We sit there, we watch it together, and we see the world change right there in front of your eyes. The game changes right in front of your eyes. I know it's not going to go into this museum. And I understand that, but I think it's a game that needs to be recognised, and it will be recognised, and probably is getting recognised. It doesn't need me yapping about it. I just respect what it does. Because every time I turn on a new game as well, Fortnite's there, imprinted in it in some way, shape, or form. Any questions?
Can we ask questions?
Yeah.
Yes. Has this game done anything actually good to move gaming forward and make it more fun, though?
Yeah.
Like what?
Free to play. Call of Duty.
I would argue
other games were free to play before that.
Say again, Daniel.
I would argue that free to play has done more to hurt the gaming industry than anything.
I disagree.
And Fortnite, I think, has actually hurt the gaming industry.
Why?
Kids don't want to pay for games anymore. They're teaching kids that no, a game could just be free. Get everything you want out of it.
Another question. Do you think it actually plays well? Because this is my biggest problem with Fortnite, just in general. I think as far as like third-person shooting goes, it plays like shit. Honestly, like every time I played it, it just is like this doesn't feel good. It's not like a tight third-person shooter like a Gears or something like that. It's just feels very, I don't know, like double
Arcadey.
A level type game. Yeah, arcadey. I don't think it's fun to play. Like the shooting mechanics are not good.
The game doesn't ever take itself seriously. Like it wants you to have fun. It wants you to come together and play together. And it's not there
But
to
that's
try
all
and...
it's become is a social gathering for young people, right? And I mean, which is really cool. But as far as it being a game go and asking like how good is the game, I don't think you can argue that it's good.
It's good.
You just talked about Battle Pass. Do you think that Battle Pass is a good thing for it to be everywhere?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it
I
is
do.
at all. I think that's another thing that's done a lot to hurt the actual progression of games. They're gonna
Since we've been talking about that so much, do you guys think Battle Pass is better than loot boxes? Because that's what it seems like it's been like traded out for.
I don't like either one, but I think I'd rather have like Overwatch's loot box than have to buy something and still have to unlock it by playing. I'd rather buy something, boom, I get it. I get something. Me personally, but I think Battle Passes has done a lot to hurt the game industry.
I'm traditionally not a multiplayer gamer at all. Like they don't Warzone, Fortnite. I jump in, have a couple of games, have a laugh, but never take it seriously. I just feel like this game has changed everything. I just feel like it's changed everything. And you may say it's for the bad. It may be for the bad, but I feel like this game has had such an impact since 2017 that we see it everywhere. You see, I mean, the game is a global sensation. There's bags, there's bedding, there's how many games can you say that have done that?
Yeah, it's toys and everything.
Yeah, I've got toys that my kids don't play with. It's great.
They don't play with them?
Expensive toys. My kid doesn't play. My oldest doesn't play with toys. She plays Fortnite.
She have like one of those like cool like buses.
Yeah.
And, like makes it like fly around.
That's interesting. Is that
now I'm into it. You're changing my mind.
There you go. I'll get it out later. Yeah, it's got the balloon. It's got loads of minifigures. She's got. Anyway.
Is it like an actual parachute you can like throw it from the top of your house?
No, they were like them. Anyway, Connor, is that all your questions?
I don't want to just hate, so I like to celebrate games.
Okay.
I mean, Connor brought up the most important thing. I think the game is actually really bad to play. I don't think it feels good.
I feel it feels fine. Personally, I feel like it feels like it wants to. It feels how it feels. It feels how it looks. Like comically good.
Bad.
Like
generic.
Yeah, you think that the Division plays well though? So I mean, I don't know how well you're.
I don't know.
Okay, moving on. To buy a game, I will pick a game that actually changed games for the good. And that game is Halo Combat Evolved. That's right, Daniel. That's right. Fighting fire with fire here.
Fucking nerds.
Fire with fire here. This game changed first-person shooters, and I will go even beyond that, and it just changed games in general. Just with everything it did. Had a giant campaign with a cool open areas that we haven't seen before that. Great shooting mechanics. It launched with the original Xbox, which pretty much launched Xbox into what we know it as today, which is pretty much the number 2 gaming console in the world. You know, maybe number 3. It changed multiplayer entirely for gaming forever. The way multiplayer structure works, the way matches works, different modes, all that. Great shooting, the pistol, the story inside a first-person shooter game. We didn't see that before that. Fucking Master Chief. I mean, how many iconic things have come from Halo? Pretty much everything. Everything you know. Your Fortnite that you just argued wouldn't exist without Halo. The structure of that wouldn't be there. It was all Halo. I don't really have too much more to say. I mean, I could get into the story, why it's so good, the vehicles, all the different guns, all that. But you guys already know all that. And you know it deserves to be in the museum. Questions?
No, I just wanted to also say what it did for consoles. First-person games.
Yeah, just in general. Especially console multiplayer, right? Because PC multiplayer is big before that, but it was pretty much unheard of on consoles before that.
Does Halo 1, as it was, not the updated version, does it hold up today? Because I would say Tetris holds up today no matter what. You go pop in your Game Boy. If I go,
Tetris is also the same thing every time it releases.
My original Xbox, put it to my TV or whatever.
So is Halo.
Have a controller. Does it hold up? Would you say Halo 1 holds up?
It's still fun. It might not hold up compared to other first-person shooters of today, but you could still go and play Halo 1 matches and still have fun. I mean, the last time I did that was probably like 2013 in high school. We had it on the school computers. We used to play the shit out of that all the fucking time still, and that was 2013, you know? And the campaign certainly holds up today. I still think the story's great. Yeah, a lot of things about it are still great. I don't think it holds up when you compare it to, like, you know, other faster paced, better looking first person shooters of today. That's because they learned from Halo 1, right?
You have something to say, Sims? You haven't said anything?
No, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm in a lot of pain.
Like physical pain? Or
yeah. I've got something wrong with my ear at the moment. I don't disagree. Okay. I do think Halo put first person shooters on the map. I do think multiplayer, Halo and multiplayer go hand in hand forever. I do think the gameplay is overrated.
I think the controls needed to be better, and it did get better. But it's definitely not overrated. I'm defending the game.
It's definitely not overrated, especially at the time, right? I mean, even the basic way Halo feels, right? Like they're trying to mimic that right now in the newest Halo, right? There's a reason for that because 100%. It was fucking great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Jokes aside.
I mean, it still feels great. That sort of like fast-paced walking that Halo 1 does. It was very unique at the time, and it still feels great.
I'm definitely gonna play it. I'm gonna go. I've got it downloaded. I'm gonna see what. I think I've already tried to play it 1,000 times. I think.
The updated version if you wanted to.
Also, besides Half-Life, this is the first game to come in with like cinematic storytelling inside a first-person shooter. You know, and, like they did that really well, like through the world. Yeah, especially with the cutscenes, and then even in-world storytelling, they did really well with voice acting and different things going on in the world. Yeah.
I don't really have much more. There's not really much negative to say about the game, to be honest.
It's fucking Halo, man. Change games.
So what's going in this museum?
All right, well, I guess, yeah, let's move into the discussion thing now.
It's the problem I had last time, is that, like, I feel like I just want to argue my own, because it's just hard. I picked it, you know?
You can, for sure.
You know?
I will say that Halo 1 has some problems with its controls. You can update and like have slightly different controls, but back in the day, it really wasn't a ton of different options. Tetris just plays perfect no matter what, no matter where you play. Even if you play Tetris on your phone, it still plays great.
There's not much I can argue with for Tetris, right? There's really not. Like, it's a great game. It's damn near perfect. I mean, it hasn't changed very much since it originally happened on the Game Boy, but that's just because it didn't need to, right? I mean, it is what it is, you know? I would just argue that Halo's just more my cup of tea. You know, it's just more my game, you know?
Yeah. And Fortnite, I think, definitely...
Just bad, and we all know it.
It's a game that, what I respect about it is that it brought a lot of people into games. Kids, bringing them into games. Show them that, yeah, this isn't just... It's not just, oh, he's just playing a game. No, they're hanging out with their friends.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? But that really has, like, it doesn't have anything to do with the actual game itself, right?
No.
And I think that's kind of a knock against it.
The brand Fortnite.
It's become more of a platform than anything.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Fortnite just seems like such a more of a social hangout thing.
Yeah.
Than it really is playing the game. I know people do and they play it competitively and stuff, but like it's just it's become more than a game. So I don't know if we could put it in a video game museum, you know?
Okay.
In an all-around entertainment museum, yeah, Fortnite would have to go in there.
So do you want to go to voting?
Yeah.
What do you want to vote for, Sims?
I don't know. I think you both have very good arguments, and they both revolutionized something? First-person shooters, or just games in general? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Tetris is the foundation of games, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Along with like,
it feels like it.
So you got Tetris, Asteroids, Space Invaders, that ET game.
Getting Pong at the bottom of that though.
And Pong, yeah, exactly. But then you got Halo, you know, bit on top of it.
Modern games.
Revolution the multiplayer aspect of everything on the consoles. I'm gonna have to go Tetris, because I don't think I'd be sat here talking to you about stupid video games without Tetris. I may not be interested, but I damn sure well respect it.
Connor, do you want to vote next?
I will also vote Tetris. I love Tetris. I mean, you can't really argue against fucking Tetris. Tetris is great. It's so fucking fun. And I mean, even my own pick in Halo, it's kind of hard to argue against the game that pretty much made games, right? So yeah, I'll go Tetris.
I think this will be the first time, we've only done this twice, but this will be the first time we all voted for the same thing. Tetris. I think it has to be Tetris. As much as I think Halo eventually, I think, deserves a spot in this list, and maybe
you can't argue it again. Now it's never allowed in.
That's not a rule. I came up with this.
No, it's a rule now. Never allowed in. I can't wait till we get something stupid in this museum. Like I'm gonna argue like Prototype 2 or some bullshit.
We're not gonna get there.
End up in there.
But yeah, like Tetris is just perfect. It is. It's just a perfect game. Period. And with that has been episode 26 of the Nerdic Gods podcast. Say goodbyes, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.